A Biuret test. Before we taking our lab today, we are going through a quick review of our previous lab. In our previous lab, we take an introduction to proteins and amino acids. Amino acids actually are the building blocks of proteins. These compounds are consisting of two functional groups or having two functional groups, a carboxylic acid group and amino group, so they are amphoteric, can act both as acids or as a base. These amino acids are linked together by a condensation reaction to form a peptide bonds. The carboxyl group of one amino acid will be react with the amino group of another carboxylic acid, and the water will be removed to produce a peptide bond. A Biuret test actually is a test that you determine the presence of this peptide bond. At least two peptide bonds are required for the test to be positive. In this test, the peptide bonds will be react with a copper ion in the presence of alkaline conditions to give us a purple color or a violet color. The principle of the test depends on the formation of a chelate complex by the coordination of the electron pair of a nitrogen atom of a peptide bonds with the copper ion in the presence of alkaline conditions. This will result in the formation of a chelate complex that will have a purple or violet color. This complex will absorb light at 504 nanometer. So, this test actually can be used as a qualitative and a quantitative aid. So, the greater the concentration of a protein in solution or of a peptide bond in a solution, the greater the intensity and the deeper the color will be. Here, as you see the chelate complex, the electron pair of a nitrogen atom of a peptide bond, this is the peptide bonds, will react or will coordinate with a copper ion to form this colored complex. Why we call this reaction as a Biuret test? Biuret, bi means two. Biuret means two molecules of urea. We call this test a Biuret test because the same color can be produced by heating urea in the presence of an alkaline condition and a copper ion. Heating of urea in the presence of an alkaline condition and a copper ion will result us in a colored complex called a Biuret compound, have a purple or violet color. As you can see here, in the Biuret compound, this is the Biuret compound, heating of urea in the presence of a copper ion and an alkaline condition will result us in a Biuret compound which has a violet color. This same color will be produced when reaction of a copper ion with a protein, peptides, bonds, and in the presence of alkaline condition. The procedure is so simple. In the three separate test tubes, add your protein solution, your amino acid solution, your unknown solution, and add 2 ml of reagents. Our reagents today consists of a sodium hydroxide that will provide us with an alkaline condition, a copper sulfate that will provide us with a copper ion to formation of a chelate complex, and a potassium sodium tartrate. This is actually acting as a stabilizing agent for copper sulfate to keep it soluble in solution, in alkaline solution. Here are the test tubes. If the test tubes remain blue, what's that mean? That means there is no protein. There is no protein in solution, no peptide bond in the solution, because our reagent will have blue. Our reagents, the color of our reagents is blue. So, in the absence of protein, the reagent will remain blue. In the presence of a protein, the color will be violet. شوفوا طلاب هذا اللون اللي هو لون الكومبلكس chelate complex. Actually sometimes the solution will turn from blue to pink. The pink color indicate the presence of a peptide bond of a short chain. يعني البيبتايد bond راح تكون of a short chain of amino acids. Application of a Biuret test. بشنو نستخدم البايوريت test? Biuret test can be used to determine the amount of protein in urine. Actually, protein sometimes can be excreted in urine in a disease status, like in a diabetes mellitus, like in a kidney disease. So, in order to determine the presence of protein on urine, Biuret test can be used. Also, it is applicable to the quantitative determination of a total protein. Quantitatives mean we will know the concentration of a protein in a solution by this test also. And this is your study question. You have to answer these questions after you finish your studying of this lab. Thank you for listening.